starting a new baseball team, professional baseball team next year. It's called Jeju Cutback. I know you love being a 두산베어스. Would you mind signing with us?
100%.
This season, you're fourth year in KTO, but I think numbers-wise, you're having the best year.
Yeah.
What's been the difference for you?
I mean, since my first year here, I just think the opportunity to get the ball every 5-6 days is a big thing. Just getting the opportunity to find yourself, find who you are as a pitcher, and then be comfortable in that is huge. A lot of guys here, they never got that opportunity in the States.
Right.
I just think that's huge.
Okay.
Confidence-wise,
Okay.
figuring out what works for you, what makes you good.
I've been fascinated by your cut fastball, which you didn't have when you first got here. It looks like you're throwing on both sides of the plate,
Yeah.
and it's been a really effective pitch for you. Can you tell me about how it evolved and how you got to learn it?
I've always struggled with left-handed hitters my whole career.
Right.
I've never had a pitch coming into a lefty that was hard other than my four-seamer.
Right.
And my four-seamer's got a little bit of comeback to it also. So there's a real small room for error inside with a four-seam for it.
Right.
Back
It's gotta be perfect.
Yeah, you got to be perfect with it. So 2016, I was struggling, was not pitching well, and we just brought Chris Hawksbury up and started talking a little bit, started talking about a cutter. It'd be beneficial for me, and I'll never forget, we were at Sajic, showed me a grip, I played catch with it, I threw it in the bullpen, it felt natural, and I took it into the next game against, I think it was KT, and I pitched, actually, you know what, that's a lie. Pitched against Samsung. In Daegu, I got bombed. I think I went 3 or 4 innings, gave up 7 or 8 runs. Pitched against them the next start, I think I went 7 or 8 innings and gave up 1 run.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Just that one pitch, just because at that time Samsung had a really heavy left-handed hitting lineup.
Right.
Choi Hyung-woo was still there.
Right.
Lee Seung-yup was still there.
Right.
Koo Ja-wook.
Right.
And I was able to neutralize the left-handed hitters by being able to throw something hard in on them.
Right. When you throw it hard in on them, do you throw it as a strike, or are you like jamming and you kind of like off the plate a little bit?
No, knowing I've got some room for error, knowing the ball's going into them, I want the ball to look as much like a strike for as long as possible.
Right.
Even if it's a ball, it still does its purpose in that it gets a hitter's attention. And I won't divulge all my secrets of why I use it, but
I know them.
Yeah,
no, just kidding. I don't know anything. But,
you know a little bit.
I don't know anything. I pretend that I know. Nobody knows anything.
Yeah.
It's baseball.
It's true, yeah. You just try something, if it works, and if it doesn't, it doesn't.
Right. Sometimes it's an answer, but tomorrow it's not going to be the correct answer.
That's exactly right. Exactly right.
I've seen you in other uniforms, Pirate uniforms, Dodger uniforms, but in a another KBO uniform other than Wolf's uniform, it took me a while for me to get used to it. What about you? When you first put on your 두산베어스 uniform, how long did it take you to feel comfortable?
Took a while.
But
like I've said since I got here, my teammates are great.
Right.
Made me feel welcome right off the bat. It was easier for me playing against these guys. And the neat thing about the KBO is that the players seem really, really close. In America, it's so big and there's so many leagues, and you might play against a guy here and there, but these guys play against each other coming up, same high school team, same national team, so they all really, really know each other. And as an American here, you kind of feel that too. So the transition was easy. Just a neat experience to be on this team and play against them, compete against them for 3 years, and then be on the team. You have an appreciation for how good these guys are.
When you made a return to Sa직, you did that traditional 90-degree bow. Once the game started, I'm sure you were focused into making pictures. But going into the game, what was your emotion?
A lot of emotions. That's a special place to me. That stadium, ups and downs there. Played well, played bad, went to the playoffs. The fans are great. I've got some really, really good friends on that team. So there's a lot of emotions that go into that. But like you said, once the game starts, it's business as usual. Trying to get outs, trying not to let guys touch home plate. So in that sense, it was easy. But in baseball, as a starting pitcher, I always say like the lead up is worse than when it actually happens.
Right. Past is past. Now you're a member of Dusanbears. You pitched on a really good Lotte Giants team, but this Dusanbears team, the expectation is really high.
Yeah.
First place, Korean series, it looks like. What's your mindset going into the final phase of the 2018 season?
Just consistency. You know, make good pitches, execute pitches, stay healthy. You know, baseball has if you're consistent in baseball, you're going to be really, really good. And that's the one thing that we've been able to do throughout the course of the year is be consistent. You know, offensively, defensively, bullpen's been great. You know, starting pitching, we've gotten some. You know, it's probably not been where we've wanted it to be, but we've had some guys step in and have some big starts for us. Some younger guys do that. So we've got a really, really good team. And at this point, you know, the expectation's high, but from the first day I got here, the expectation has always been to win. And that's what I love about this place is that, you know, to win a Korean series is the goal.
Yang Eui-ji and your former catcher, Kang Min-ho. All right, you've had a lot of conversations about
I always get this question.
But this is different.
Okay, all right.
Who speaks better English? Yang Eui-ji or Kang Min-ho?
So this is a funny story.
Okay.
All right. Now I think Minho might be the only person that knows this. My first year here, I was being interviewed. I can't remember who it was. It was a baseball magazine, and Minho had come out to the mound, and we didn't have a translator. So the reporter asked me the next day, "How do you guys do that?" So I told her, I said, well, my English or my Korean's not that good. And his English isn't that good, but both of our Spanish is okay, so we just go ahead and we speak Spanish on the mound. But I was a lie. We do not speak Spanish on the mound. The pitcher-catcher relationship is weird. It's almost like it's just a common language. You throw to these guys so much that they just get to know you, and they don't even. It's almost like a look, like they can just look at you and you know what they're going to tell you. So the language barrier for me has not been hard because I've had two really great catchers that understand pitchers and what guys are doing, their mechanics.
So in other words, their English is bad, both of them.
I'll say my Korean's worse than their English.
Okay,
there you go.
All right. Last question. I'm starting a new baseball team, professional baseball team next year. It's called Jeju Octopus. I know you love being a Dusanbear. Would you mind signing with us?
100%.
Yeah. Forget Dusanbear.
Forget
Lotte.
Yeah.
Jeju Octopus.
Jeju's beautiful. As long as you can put me up at one of the resorts, I'll be there.
And I'll feed you barbecue once every week.
Perfect.
Jeju. I'm gonna call you agent.
All right, perfect.
All right, man.
All right, appreciate it.
All right.
Good seeing you.